Just 1 minute ago, a major revelation has shaken the agricultural industry to its core. John Deere, the giant known for powering farms across the globe, is in big trouble. And here's why. For over a century, John Deere has been a trusted name in farming. From their reliable tractors to cutting-edge technology, they have dominated the market, helping farmers feed the world. But today, John Deere is facing a backlash that might change everything. So what happened? Why are people suddenly calling for change? It all boils down to one issue: the right to repair. For years, John Deere's equipment has become more technologically advanced, but that's also led to an unexpected consequence. Farmers are now unable to fix their own tractors without John Deere's software and assistance, and that's costing them dearly. The situation has escalated so much that lawmakers and farmers alike are demanding the right to repair their own machinery, without being tied to costly visits to authorized dealers. Back in the day, if my tractor broke down, I could fix it right there in the field. Now I need a computer just to diagnose the problem, and only John Deere has the software to do it. Farmers worldwide are saying enough is enough. This isn't just about one company, it's about every farmer's right to their equipment, to their livelihood. But here's where things get serious. This movement has picked up steam, with some states even pushing for laws to protect the right to repair. If they pass, John Deere may be forced to change their practices or face massive fines and lawsuits. If they don't adapt, John Deere risks losing the trust and loyalty of farmers, not to mention the possibility of paying millions in fines or even seeing their market share plummet. But let's dive a little deeper. This isn't just a case of corporate versus consumer. This battle could redefine the future of farming, the tech industry, and how we all approach ownership. For those unfamiliar, the right to repair movement is about giving consumers, in this case, farmers, the power to fix and modify their own products without relying on the manufacturer. Imagine owning a car but needing permission to replace your tires. Sounds absurd, right? But that's what many farmers feel is happening with their John Deere tractors. This issue doesn't just affect the farmers but the entire community. Higher costs, less productivity, and delays in harvests mean higher food prices, and in the end, the ones who pay for this are people like you and me. So why is John Deere holding back? Well, here's where things get complicated. Many companies argue that these restrictions are necessary to protect their intellectual property and ensure safety. They claim the technology inside the equipment is their innovation, and they have the right to control it. But farmers have a different perspective. To them, these restrictions aren't just inconvenient. They feel like a betrayal. Farmers rely on this equipment daily. If a tractor breaks down during harvest, they could lose thousands in a single day. And they say John Deere's policy leaves them powerless, with their livelihoods on the line. For many, this issue goes beyond profits. It's about survival. With each passing season, the pressure is building. Across the nation, farmers are joining forces, sharing stories of hardship and frustration not because they want to, but because they need to. The right to repair movement has gained serious traction, with states like California, New York, and Colorado leading the charge. And it's not just farmers who are paying attention. Politicians, environmentalists, and tech advocates are rallying behind the cause, calling it a step towards sustainability and independence. They argue that by giving farmers the tools to fix their equipment, we reduce waste and support a resilient food system. Now imagine a future where farmers are finally free to repair and customize their equipment as they see fit. What would that look like for the industry? Some experts say it could lead to innovation, as farmers modify and optimize their machinery to fit their specific needs. Others think it could save millions in costs across the board, from repair bills to waste reduction. So, could John Deere's resistance actually be a catalyst for a major industry shift? The irony here is that this pushback could make right to repair an unstoppable force, not just for tractors, but for all kinds of technology. We're already seeing tech giants like Apple and Microsoft grappling with similar demands. For now, the clock is ticking for John Deere. The company has a choice. It can embrace change and work with farmers to find solutions that benefit everyone, or it can continue down its current path, facing growing criticism, costly legal battles, and potential regulations. And if there's one thing we know, it's that no corporation is invincible. Farmers are resilient, and they know the value of hard work. They'll keep pushing until something changes, and this time, they might just get the last word. Is this the dawn of a new era for farmers and consumers, or will John Deere find a way to hold on to control? As we leave the fields, we can't ignore the bigger question here. What does all of this mean for the future of farming, for our food supply, and for other industries? The right to repair movement is about more than just farming equipment. Imagine if no one could repair their own car, or if every time your phone screen cracked, you had to pay a premium just to have the manufacturer fix it. Right now, companies like John Deere set a precedent that could shape the policies of other major industries. The stakes are high. If John Deere successfully defends its current policies, it could pave the way for more companies to follow suit, tightening control over repairs and ownership rights. But if the right to repair movement wins this battle, it could empower consumers everywhere to have control over the products they buy. We succeed in passing right to repair legislation for farmers. It's only a matter of time before this applies to phones, cars, medical equipment, and more. Imagine the freedom and reduced costs it would change how we approach technology. But let's be realistic. Corporations will resist. Many rely on these repair restrictions as a steady stream of income, so it won't be an easy fight. It's already a global movement. Supporters around the world are taking to the streets, posting on social media, and rallying for their right to repair. They're calling for lawmakers to step in, for communities to unite, and for companies to listen. And it's not just farmers who are watching closely. Everyday people, tech enthusiasts, repair shops, and even hobbyists around the globe are hoping this could be the breakthrough that puts the power back in the hands of consumers. So how can you help? Start by educating yourself and others about right to repair. Share this video, talk about the issue with your friends and family, and join local or online communities that support consumer rights. If you're passionate about this issue, consider signing petitions, contacting your representatives, or supporting organizations that are fighting for these rights. Every voice counts, and the louder we get, the harder it will be for companies to ignore us. My dad and my granddad both worked these fields. I just want to be able to fix my own equipment, to work hard and keep our farm going. We're not asking for special treatment, we just want the freedom to do what we do best. The right to repair isn't just about a piece of machinery. It's about freedom, independence, and the right to own what we buy. It's about the future of family farms, the food on our tables, and the ability for people to build, repair, and create on their own terms. So, what do you think? Will John Deere and other tech companies listen to the growing demands for repair rights, or will they dig in their heels and refuse to change? Let us know in the comments, hit that subscribe button to stay updated, and share this video to keep the conversation going. John Deere isn't just a company that builds tractors. It's a tech powerhouse that has pioneered advancements in agricultural technology. These machines are more than just metal and engines. They're equipped with artificial intelligence, GPS precision, and remote diagnostics that make modern farming possible on an unprecedented scale. In recent years, John Deere has invested heavily in transforming their machinery into smart, interconnected devices. From automated steering to real-time crop data collection, John Deere's technology gives farmers powerful insights and control over their fields. Take, for example, their GPS-guided auto steering. It allows farmers to sow crops with millimeter precision, minimizing overlap and maximizing efficiency. And then there's the remote diagnostics feature, which can detect and even predict issues before they happen. This technology can be a game changer, but it comes at a cost. Here's the problem. These advanced features rely on proprietary software that only John Deere and its authorized dealers can access. So while this technology has revolutionized farming, it has also locked farmers out from making their own repairs, forcing them to rely on John Deere certified technicians whenever an issue arises. When a sensor malfunctions or a software issue arises, the tractor might be grounded until a John Deere technician can arrive to perform the fix. This downtime can be devastating, especially during critical times like planting or harvest. According to recent reports, this downtime costs American farmers thousands of dollars every year. And with John Deere holding exclusive control over the software, farmers feel like they're at the mercy of the company. Beyond repair limitations, John Deere's technology also collects vast amounts of data about soil quality, crop performance, and machinery usage. While these insights can help farmers increase efficiency, many worry about how this data is stored and who has access to it. Essentially, John Deere holds the keys to both the machinery and the valuable information it gathers. This data is incredibly valuable. In the wrong hands, it could be used to control or manipulate farming practices. If a single company holds all this information, it raises serious concerns about privacy and autonomy. So here's where it gets even more complex. This data doesn't just sit on the tractor, it's transmitted to John Deere's servers, where it's analyzed and used to inform future updates and products. But farmers argue that this data belongs to them. After all, it's their land, their crops, and their business on the line. It's my farm, my livelihood. I should be able to access this data whenever I want, and I should have the right to repair my own equipment if something goes wrong. As technology continues to advance, farmers are pushing back, calling for transparency, ownership, and more control over their own machinery. They argue that technology should empower them, not restrict them. Some solutions have been proposed. Lawmakers are considering right-to-repair laws that would require companies like John Deere to make their diagnostic software accessible to consumers. Tech advocates are pushing for open-source software in agricultural equipment, allowing farmers to modify and repair their machines independently. And a growing movement is calling for data transparency, giving farmers full access to the information their equipment collects. Imagine a future where farmers can unlock all the features on their tractors, make repairs themselves or with local mechanics, and own every bit of data their equipment collects. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the vision that farmers are fighting for. So what's next? Will John Deere take the lead in empowering farmers with more freedom over their equipment, or will they face increased regulation and potential financial losses as the right to repair movement gains traction? As technology becomes an even greater part of our lives, the right to repair isn't just a farming issue. It's a human issue. It's about taking control of the tools we depend on, protecting our data, and ensuring that technology works for us, not against us. The technology embedded in John Deere's equipment isn't just transforming how farms operate, it's also changing how we understand and interact with the land itself. With AI-driven analytics, John Deere has made it possible to collect data on soil health, crop growth, and weather patterns. This innovation helps farmers make decisions that maximize yield, minimize waste, and protect the environment. Imagine knowing precisely which part of your field needs water, which areas need more nutrients, and which crops are thriving. It's a powerful tool that saves farmers time, resources, and money. With these insights, farmers are no longer just working on the land, they're partnering with it, maximizing their efficiency like never before. But here's the catch. All of this data, while incredibly valuable, is processed through John Deere's proprietary software. Farmers argue that they should have unrestricted access to this information that comes directly from their land. Right now, the data collected by a John Deere tractor doesn't just stay on the farm. It's sent to centralized servers where it's analyzed and stored by John Deere. Many farmers feel that this data about their own crops and soil, is essentially locked away from them. And this is raising even bigger questions about data ownership and transparency. Farmers are not just consumers, they're partners in this technology. They have the right to access and control the data their fields generate. This isn't just about repair rights anymore. It's about data sovereignty. Farmers should be in charge of the information their land produces. The concept of data sovereignty has become a rallying cry for farmers and advocates alike. They believe that full data transparency will allow them to better understand their land, plan for the future, and share information with independent experts who could help improve yields and reduce environmental impact. In a future where farmers have complete control over their data, imagine the possibilities. Independent agronomists could analyze crop health, researchers could create custom solutions for specific climates, and farmers could even collaborate, sharing insights to address challenges like soil erosion, pest control, and water conservation. This isn't just theory. It's the vision for a sustainable, connected, and collaborative future for farming. And it's a vision that many farmers feel is only achievable if they are granted both the right to repair and full data access. If successful, these demands for repair rights and data ownership could reshape the industry. John Deere and other companies would need to adjust their business models, offering support for independent repairs and granting farmers full access to the data generated on their fields. And while this may seem like a challenge for these corporations, it could also open up new avenues for trust and collaboration between farmers and tech companies. However, John Deere argues that full transparency and unrestricted repairs could open up risks. They claim that tampering with the software could lead to performance issues, safety concerns, and even environmental harm if not properly managed. Our technology is complex, and we want to ensure that farmers get the highest standard of support and safety. By controlling repairs and data management, we can offer reliability that protects both the farmer and the environment. Many farmers, however, see this as corporate overreach. They argue that they are more than capable of making repairs safely and responsibly, and that they're tired of waiting for authorized technicians while their equipment and their profits sit idle. Across the country, farmers are taking action. They're meeting with local representatives, drafting petitions, and gathering support from the community to push for change. They know that this isn't just about John Deere, it's about setting a precedent for every farmer, for every piece of equipment, and for every product with embedded technology. Imagine a future where farmers are truly independent, where they can access and control every aspect of their land, from repairs to data. This isn't just a dream, it's a vision worth fighting for, and farmers around the world are ready to stand together to make it a reality. So, where do you stand? Do you believe farmers should have full access to their equipment, their data, and their livelihoods? Or do you think there's more to this complex issue? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to stay updated on this story and others like it. The future of farming technology and our food systems depends on all of us being informed and involved. See you next time.